Guess who's back? Back again.
So yeah guys, sorry for the kind of cheesy intro, but I wanted to sort of mix it up a bit since I'm back. So yeah, I am back from holiday, back to doing vlogs and other videos that I do all day, every day. Well, not all day, but you know what I mean, every single day, back with the daily uploads now. So in this video I'm just going to literally be talking about what I did on my holiday. So as you know, I'm Landlord Louis, and welcome to this video. Let's go straight into it and talk about what I've been doing. So if you haven't been following me on Twitter, you might know that I've recently been to Center Parcs on holiday, as I also mentioned in my previous video before, that I told you that essentially I was going to be going on holiday, and kind of trolled you a little bit by saying that I was leaving YouTube, but I'm not, don't worry. But anyway, it was a pretty good time. Essentially, if you didn't know, it's essentially a sort of holiday, I guess, could say a holiday sort of village type thing within like a forest. It is quite complicated to explain, but like I said in the last video, if you don't know what it is, just Google it. Go on Google Images, you'll see what it's like. It's a pretty cool place, nice to relax. It's not actually that far away from where I live, so it's not that much of a holiday, but at the same time it's different enough from where I am at home that it does feel like I'm getting a little bit of a break. And it was nice to take a break from YouTube just for a couple of days, but I'm glad to be back now. The main thing that I did on my holiday is kind of weird, but I pretty much was writing a film. Like I said a couple of months ago, if you've been watching my channel for quite a while, that I'd be making a, well, not making a film, but I'd be wanting to write a film, because that's sort of the career I want to maybe get into, or that's what I want to do at the moment. Ideas could change, but who knows. I'm going to go to uni and see how I feel after that. But I'm really enjoying it. My film's sort of a sci-fi horror thriller type film, and I've wrote sort of the first main section of it, and I've tried to make it as original as possible, using a few sort of, you know, inspirations from other stuff. You know, I mean, the film itself is set in the 1950s, so I've used a lot of sort of influence from, you know, the likes of Grease, and also from American Horror Story, and you know, those sort of things, and just to try and give it an authentic feel of that sort of time. Because I think it was American Horror Story Asylum set in the 50s and 60s, I believe. So it's around that sort of time. I took a lot of inspiration from that sort of stuff, and I tried to make it as original as possible. And I'm not going to tell you the ending just yet. You'll have to find out if, well, I guess if it ever gets made into a film or anything like that. I mean, who knows? It could get properly made. That'd be pretty awesome. I would like to work for one of the sort of big film companies, you know, like Paramount, or maybe not Fox, because I don't really like the way they do things, but you know, some Marvel possibly, or Sony Pictures, or you know, all these kind of different big things, Universal, just all these different studios that essentially make absolutely class films. And that's just what I want to do. I really want to sort of get into that sort of side of things and just make, well, write massive films, and hopefully that they turn into hits. But this one that I'm writing at the minute, I'm really enjoying doing it. It's kind of, it's not going to be a scary horror. There will be sort of some frightening bits in it, but it's mostly just really about building tension and just having a real go at it, really. And the ending itself, I'm going for a little bit of a twist, maybe not on the level of M. Night Shyamalan, but I'm still going to try my best, because I really think that films that have sort of twist endings and like endings that you didn't expect are sort of the best, because they kind of just like blow your mind, and you just like sat there just thinking, wow. And that's just what I want to do to audiences. I want to make them just say wow, essentially, and just be really impressed and blown away. I don't want to do one of these found footage cliche horror movies that are knocking about. I mean, you look at the Paranormal Activity series, the first film, it was something new. Found footage hadn't been done very often, but it's done in the Blair Witch Project, and it sort of worked, so people were excited about that film. And I've seen most of that film. It's quite good, yeah. But then they sort of decided to, you know, bring out about 3 or 4 of the pretty much same movie, but with different actors and slightly different storylines. I know they've done sort of other ones that are quite different. I know they're making another one regarding like the ghost dimension or something or other, but I just don't want to make a film that's like all the others. I really like the slasher movies, like, you know, the old style, the, you know, Friday the 13th, Halloween, even The Shining, I guess you could say that's one as well, Psycho, all these kind of classic horror movies that I really think that's what we need back. Let's get rid of these found footage for a bit. Let's just slow down with them. Let's go back to good old fashioned blood, gore and tension. That's what we want in movies, or in horror movies at least. It's what I want, and it's what I'm trying to bring people. So I'm enjoying writing this film. Probably update you a little bit more as I go. Don't want to reveal too much because there might be some people trying to steal my ideas. You know what people are like these days with essentially copying movies. But anyway, enough of that. What I also did on my holiday, pretty much just relaxed, ate a lot. There's a massive sweet shop there. I went in there loads of time. Must have spent about 30-40 quid in there in total, which I'm a little bit sort of embarrassed about, but not too much, because at the end of the day, who doesn't love like sweets and stuff like that? But something I also did was took part in a football tournament. Well, it was supposed to be a football tournament. It's supposed to last for about 2 hours, and I thought there was going to probably be like 3 or 4 teams of like 5 aside, and they'd just sort of rotate and try and get sort of a little competition going. But basically only about 10 people showed up, and I think there was meant to be a lot more. So we essentially ended up just playing a couple of 5-a-side games, and I really enjoyed it. I hadn't played football for a while, so I was really excited, but I found out that I'm really unfit. Like, I'm so bad at it because I haven't played football properly in a while. I was really struggling to sort of get up to the pace of it, because everyone else seemed really like in good physical condition. But I did enjoy it in the end. I did get some pretty funny moments. I scored like once, but obviously it's not an official thing, so it doesn't really matter too much. Scored a penalty as well. That was quite cool. But I think the funniest thing out of it all was the fact that I got called Colo by literally everyone. Like, literally everyone was just calling me Colo. I know for the fact that I had my Liverpool shirt on, which instead of having Torre on the back with the number 5, I decided to put Colo on the back because, as you probably guessed, well, if you've seen my video recently about how I played for Liverpool, I told you about how I got the nickname Colo by essentially scoring an own goal in my first 7-a-side match. And 7-a-side, 6-a-side, that's what I meant, 6-a-side match. But essentially, I was just being called Colo by literally everyone. At first I was being called Liverpool because of my Liverpool shirt, because we didn't really stop to exchange names or anything like that. We just kind of went straight into it, so I was just Colo for the whole thing. Another guy, he was wearing a Barcelona shirt with Neymar on the back, so we were calling him Neymar, and it was just pretty funny just for people to just be shouting Colo, and I like instinctively responded to it. I thought it was pretty funny. Something else that was cool out of that, there was actually a guy there, I think he was about 16, 17, and he actually plays for the Southampton like academy, which is completely mental, because he was amazing. Like, honestly, if he breaks into the like proper like the first Southampton team, or gets into any sort of professional, like the first team of any football team at all, I worry for defenders, especially if he gets into the Prem. Like, I might be getting ahead of myself a bit here, but this guy is absolutely like crazy. Maybe it was just because he wasn't playing against other sort of people of his standard, but he was just like magical. He could do it all. He could defend, he could attack, he was great dribbler. Like, he was just the way he sort of went with the ball, it reminded me of like Ronaldinho or something. Like, obviously he's nowhere near as good as Ronaldinho, but he just reminded me of a little bit, and I just thought it was pretty cool to play against someone and with someone of that caliber, and hopefully he'll go on to do great things with whichever club he breaks through at. Hopefully, well, he's at Southampton at the minute, so, you know, maybe we'll see him in a couple of years playing alongside with, you know, Wanyama and them sort of players, if they're still at the club, because you know what Southampton are like. But anyway, guys, hope you did enjoy this video. I hope you're happy that I'm back. I'm happy to be back. So glad to be doing YouTube again. Let's get back into the grind. I think I'm about 70 subscribers now, which is pretty good. I want to try and get to 100 in the next few months, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, leave a like if you did enjoy. Comment on what you've been doing in the last week while I've been away. Have you been crying like desperately because you miss me so much and you miss my videos, or have you just been on holiday yourself and done something really exciting? So let me know down there. Subscribe if you enjoy my content in general, and I'll see you next time, guys.